Good afternoon, everyone. You are now tuned in to Making a Difference. This is a show created to inspire and motivate the youth of today. My name is Erika Mison, and I am your host for Making a Difference. Last week, we had another youth organization on the show, and they're called Wayfarers. So, Wayfarers is actually a new environmental organization that's all about promoting change and spreading awareness in the way that we live in order to help protect our environment by empowering the youth to take action. So, if you want to watch my conversation with Danielle and Matty, they were the representatives of Wayfarers for last week. You can watch the episode, which is on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. So on Facebook, it's Making a Difference. On our YouTube channel, it's V81 Radio's YouTube channel. Now, for this episode, I have another well, we'll find out what they actually do. And they sent us a video. So Tech, can we roll that video, please?
Hello everyone, I'm Flory Joy Baldissimo Alvarez, the founder and the chairman of the Anluwagi Project. The Anluwagi Project is a humanitarian incorporation of committed, passionate, optimistic professionals and young leaders which seeks to provide solutions to problems arising in communities. Here in Anluwagi, we train young people with the necessary knowledge, skills, and opportunities they needed to combat societal problems. The Anluwagi is a deep Filipino term for carpenters because we believe that we are all nation builders. The Anluwagi Project believes that like carpenters, we are capable of fixing the world through acts of giving and inspiring. The best thing about it is Anluwagi is now on its third year. We wanted to give you a glimpse about what happened throughout the year, and we wanted you to be one of us.
Here in the Anluwagi Project, we work together to combat societal problems in a nationalistic, mass-oriented, and research-based programs and projects. We have 4 sub-programs working together to fulfill the mission and the vision of the organization.
The Anluwagi Project Education is committed to empower and educate young people. We aim to build awareness on the different societal issues, and we conduct activities like the Bagong Bayani program to help train our fellow youth to become young leaders who have the voice and the courage to stand and fight against societal issues like violence, discrimination, and fake news.
The Anluwagi Project community wants to provide solutions to the problem faced by the community, like lack of water resources, libraries, classrooms, and comfort rooms by building facilities which can help them. Building facilities for communities and training the beneficiaries in doing voluntary services by hand in hand would make these facilities and our vision into reality. With this, we would be able to influence and inspire the future generation to help and give positive influence towards their community.
In the Anluwagi Project, we believe that the youth is the country's potential. The top youth inspires the Filipino youth to give out their fullest potential. The Anluwagi Project will be their training ground in excelling in their field of interest like sports, arts, and academics. The top youth also initiate programs for the youth to become holistically and dynamically excellent in social, spiritual, mental, physical, and emotional aspect of life.
Under the sub-program Charity, we seek to provide charitable works for the Filipino youth and children. We also give quick response in case of calamity. But the main goal of this program is to reach different places in the Philippines to give school supplies, groceries, and donations alongside with proper trainings and seminars that tackles about gender equality, self-awareness, and human rights.
We are the Anluwagi Project, and we want you to be one of us.
There you have it. So our guest for today, our organization highlight for today is the Anluwagi project. And with us today to talk about the project is Mia Factolerin. She is the Education and Advocacy Committee member of the Anluwagi project. So everyone, let's welcome Mia. Hi Mia. Are you still there? We go.
Hi everyone. Hi Miss Erika.
Hi, you look so fresh today. I know I told you this a while ago, but you look so fresh today.
Thank you.
I
Thank
love
you.
it. All right, so to the viewers who are watching right now, if you have any questions, especially for Mia, even if medyo ano, kinakabahan siya ng slide, it's okay. No problem. Comment your questions down below, and we are going to answer them at the end of the show. Or if you want to say hi to Mia, go ahead. Feel free. Give you a shout out later. So, ayun. I know she has mga viewers, may mga comment na. But we'll get to you guys later because I'm actually really excited to talk about the Anluwagi project. I just want to say first, I like the name. When they came up, when they explained the name, because Anluwagi means carpenter, right?
Yes.
Oo. So it really shows what you guys do. So before we dive into the Anluwagi project, I'd like to interview you first, of course, for a bit, so that the viewers also will know who Mia is. So Mia, sorry, how old are you pala?
I am 17 years of age now, turning 18 this year.
Oh, when's your birthday? What month?
December 18th.
Ah, December. So
Yeah.
technically 17 mo lang. No?
Yes.
Mm. Wow, okay. You know what? I noticed pabata yung mga guests ko here on Making a Difference. But that's okay. That's the point. That's the point also. I like talking, especially to the young ones, because you are, well, we are the future. As cliche as it sounds, we are the
Yeah.
future.
True.
Also, di ba? Okay. So, where are you based now, Mia?
I am here living at Portero Capiz, but currently I am studying at Philomer Christian University as a Humanities and Social Sciences student, grade 11.
Wow, nice. So is that the path that you want to pursue or
Yes, yes.
really
I
okay?
really because I'm planning to take Bachelor of Arts in Political Science in college, so that's why I said
Mm.
yes to.
So do you plan to study in Manila or dyan ka lang muna sa Capiz?
You know, I get that a lot, no? Because I have a lot of friends who hinikayat nila ako sa Manila mag-school, but strict yung parents natin. And we
Okay.
have a lot of quality schools naman dito sa Region 6. So, siguro dito na lang.
Yeah. Oo, I mean, there are a lot of good universities all around the Philippines, not just in Manila. So, but that's great. At least you know now, you know what you want to do. And it's a good thing na rin that we have K-12 now. I
Yeah,
think it's
yes.
here now.
Wala
Okay,
yung K-12, I am now college. I can't believe that, di ba? Hindi na
yeah,
tayo tumabata, tumatanda na tayo. Me, myself, I can't
right.
believe that I will be turning 18 this year. More legal responsibilities, more, pwede na tayong bumoto sa national election.
Yes, yes. Have you registered already? Not yet.
Actually, hindi pa, but I'm planning kasi may
Yeah,
pandemic pa. So,
right.
mahirap talaga move as of now. But we will get there.
Oh yeah, we will. We will come out of this. And that's what I tell my viewers. We are gonna come out of this pandemic together and stronger as one. Wow. Sobrang very
Empowered, stronger
very
every day.
yes, ayan. So there you go. So that's Mia. She is 17 years old, grade
Yes.
11 in Capiz, and she wants to take up um She's pursuing now humanitarian studies, grade 11, and she will be representing the Anluwagi project today. So if the viewers, if any of you are just tuning in right now, before I introduce Mia, we actually showed a very short video on what the Anluwagi project is. So now we have Mia here to talk more about the project. So, sige, let's start with the background of the project. So I
Okay, can
know you
we
brought
present the
yes,
PowerPoint? Yes,
there we
please.
go. I love how my guests are very prepared. A lot of them, they have like presentations and slides, visuals. So that's great. Sige. Tech, can we show the presentation that Mia prepared previous IEP? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay. The Anluwagi project you mentioned kanina is a humanitarian incorporation of passionate, committed, empowered individuals that seeks to provide solutions that in the community, especially yung focus advocacy talaga namin is to protect human rights. And kanina na-mention naman, may 4 sub-programs yung Anluwagi that I will be discussing later, and also the history of why the Anluwagi project was called the Anluwagi project. So next slide, please. So that is the official logo of the Anluwagi project. As you can see, my little hammer there, kasi kanina, the Anluwagi means it is a deep Filipino term for carpenters. We in the Anluwagi project, we believe that the youth of today are nation builders. Kumbaga may power and bosses tayo na to create a change and difference not only in the Philippines, not only in our community, but also in the world. The next
I like
slide.
that.
So that is the vision of the Anluwagi, that children and the youth will be the driving force in helping and inspiring the future generation to give positive influence in their communities. So ayon, next slide. Mission. Our mission is to build a stronger nation by empowering the children and the youth through acts of humanitarian services, education, volunteerism, and awareness. So next. So, okay, core values. Sa Anluwagi project, we really give importance sa mga core values na yan. So, we make sure as members, we possess naman these core values. Kasi, how can you make an organization effective, no? If ikaw mismo na member, hindi ka well-equipped, di ba? So, ayun lang. First is we have benevolence. We help voluntarily without asking anything in return. Siguro, in all of the organizations here in the Philippines, siguro ito yung pinaka-top core value, no? We have to help other people even though without anything in return. Di ba, Miss?
Yeah.
So, next is versatility. We accept opinions and respect differences. The good thing about here in Anluwagi is we all have different perspectives, especially in social issues, especially in politics now. We have different perspectives. But the good thing here is because the factor siguro na bakit mas strong yung bond namin as members. Kasi pinupuna namin yung isa't isa. We don't leave any member behind. Kung yung pagkaintindi niya sa isang issue na ito ay parang parang hindi tama, in-educate namin yung isang member to be, para to ano siya sa right path, parang ganyan. So next is integrity. Of course, you respect ourselves and practice honesty. Siguro naman, no, we heard about the PhilHealth issue. So we don't want to bring that kind of attitudes or youth organizations. Kasi kapag na-practice natin um, yung pagiging hindi honest sa isang organization, we will bring that later on, which is very dangerous. So next is patriotism. We love our country as how the heroes died for freedom. So later on, may mga activities and educational discussions kami that I will present to you na nagtatakal how the heroes died for freedom. Kasi in Anluwagi project, sometimes we do educational discussions na sa amin-amin lang. Kasi before we will conduct a project, pinag-aaralan talaga namin yung ano ba yung root ng problem na yan. Kasi para mas maging effective no yung project or activity na gagawin namin if it is done by proper research and proper research. Next is altruism. We give service beyond call of duty. Next is reverence. We are committed to service and devoted to duty. Next is diligence. We work hard relentlessly in pursuing our dreams. And the last is courage. We act without fear, only fear in God. Because some youth organizations are parang dinadown ng ibang tao without knowing yung whole story or yung objective ng isang organization that is very rampant sa in the light of recent events that is happening in the Philippines. So siguro we must take courage talaga if mahal natin yung pagsaserve sa bayan. We must take courage. So these are the core values the Anluwagi project has and the Anluwagi project members possess. Next slide. Okay, the objective of this organization is to develop leadership skills among youth and student leaders through leadership development activities and programs. So, ayun nga, later on, I will present a past activity ng the Anluwagi project which I am a product of it.
Ooh.
Yeah, I am a product of that leadership training na very unique talaga among all the leadership trainings that I had. 2 is to promote and implement programs and projects for the welfare of the youth and children. 3, to serve as voice of youth and children in the protection of their rights and privileges. So ayun nga, I have mentioned kanina, the focus advocacy talaga ng the Anluwagi project is to protect human rights. Protect the human rights of women, children, and the youth. Next. Okay, next slide. Na-explain naman yung kanina. Okay, ayun nga. The Anluwagi project, wait lang po. Wait na, okay. The Anluwagi project is a deep Filipino term for carpenters. Kaya tinawag na Anluwagi project organization because we believe that we are nation builders. We are capable of fixing the world through acts of giving and inspiring. The main goal of the Anluwagi project is to educate the children and the youth by providing them proper knowledge, skill, self-awareness, humanitarian services, and voluntary acts. So, okay, what makes Anluwagi project unique is we have our 4 sub-programs. Next. So these 4 sub-programs, parang dito kami nagbe-base ng aming mga projects or activities. First is education. Its main goal is to empower and educate. The program wants to train the children and the youth to be aware of the common issues arising in their own communities and how they could fix it in their own way through seminars and symposiums. Okay, next slide. Next sub-program is we have the community. We also focus on the community and we want to provide solutions to the problem faced by communities like lack of water resources na very rampant talaga sa mga low-lying areas, sa mga barangays, libraries, comfort rooms, and classrooms to be building facilities which could help them. building facilities for communities which needs them and training the beneficiaries in voluntary services by helping hand in hand to make these facilities into reality. Third, sub-program, okay. Okay, nagpo-focus din kami sa charity. This sub-program seeks to provide charitable works for the Filipino youth and the children. The main goal of this sub-program is to reach different places in the Philippines to give groceries, school supplies, and donations alongside their proper training and seminars. So, in the light of recent events, yung Typhoon Ulysses and Typhoon Rolly, grabe talaga yung damage na they caused sa Luzon area. So later on, I will present yung ginawa namin noon. So next slide, fourth. Okay. Okay. Ang The Anluwagi project also focuses on the youth. This sub-program's main goal is to inspire the Filipino youth to give out their fullest potential. The Anluwagi project will be their training ground in excelling in their field of interest like sports, arts, and academics. Because the Anluwagi project believes that we have the platform, we have the voice, we have the potential and power to influence others and to create a difference even in just a simple act. So, ayun. Next slide. Okay. I will discuss naman the national committee or national structure ng the Anluwagi project. Originally, the Anluwagi project started in 2017.
Okay.
And actually, kakapasok ko lang last year. So,
Okay.
in that 2017, 11 na yung tao sa Anluwagi project. And sa 11 na yan, 4 yung kabataan, yung youth. The rest are matatanda na. So, as of now, we are 30 plus, puro youth na. And we have our national advisor, which is Mr. Buddy Alvarez. Our chairperson and founder, Ms. Flori Joy Alvarez. Our vice chairperson is Mr. Melo Marcabello, and we have 4 directors. Napapansin mo, Ms. Erika, na education, community, charity, and youth, these are the sub-programs of the Anluwagi. So in order to make our organization more organized and para makafocus sa aming mga advocacy, may mga board of directors yung bawat sub-program namin. May isa sa education, community, charity, and youth. Next slide. Okay, this is the Anluwagi Project's Working Committee. One factor kung bakit successful siguro yung organization namin because we don't practice hierarchy. Walang hierarchy sa aming committee. Kumbaga, iba-iba lang yung function ng committee of course, but we don't practice hierarchy. First is the Education Advocacy Committee, which I am in. We promote the mission and vision and the advocacy of the organization itself. Yun yung function namin. Next is the Finance and Marketing, of course. Sila yung sa mga numbers, sila yung nag-compute ng mga expenses and gumagawa ng mga financial reports. Next is we have the resource mobilization. For example, magkakaroon kami ng donation drives. Sila yung humahawak ng mga donations. Kumbaga, sila yung in charge. Yung, for example, may mga donations through GCash sa kanila, sila yung naka-assign doon. Next is external linkages. Sila naman yung sa mga social media posts. They spread awareness kapag may mga upcoming events, yung Anluwagi, mga announcements, sila din yung gumagawa ng mga posters, at about social media, sila yung gumagawa nun. Last is we have program implementation administration. They see to it na successful or okay yung gagawin naming activity before we do it. Para ina-assess nila if okay ba yung speaker, if yung audience okay ba yung net members, and then they also make a documentary report about it. So, ayun. So now we are 30 sa Anluwagi and our youngest siguro is 16 or 17.
Congrats.
Ayun. Thank you. Next slide, please. Okay. The focus advocacy talaga ng the Anluwagi project is more on the marginalized sector. Our activities or projects are more focused on the farmers, fisher folks, women, children, and laborers. So doon talaga nakafocus yung advocacy ng Anluwagi project.
Okay. Got it.
Next slide. Okay.
Okay. So we are gonna talk about that in the next segment. But for now, that Mia explained what the Anluwagi project is, how they work. Thank you, by the way, for that very, very organized presentation. I liked it. I liked it. I was really listening and taking down notes. But just a question: is the Anluwagi project also based in Capiz? Or
Actually, we have members, no, na taga Manila. So it is nationwide talaga. So ang future project naman siguro ng Aluwagi is gusto naming matap yung whole Philippines kasi na-realize ng aming board of directors and chairperson na mahirap talaga mag-work kasi 30 plus na kami for the nationwide na yan. Tapos puro mga bata pa and
Yeah.
so ayun.
Ayan, hopefully, the viewers watching there share Anluwagi project. And, that's also another target of making a difference, to also share and connect one another. I've connected quite a few people already. So hopefully, you will help you get there. You mentioned a while ago that you personally started last year. Am I correct? Did I hear that? Okay. How did you find out about the Anluwagi project? What's your story?
Okay, the founder kasi is my close friend, my ate, when I was in junior high school pa lang. So they started nga na 11 lang sila, tapos 4 lang yung youth there. So they decided na what if we will extend our circle. So by that time, yung junior high school pa lang ako, I was interested na kasi elementary pa lang and junior high school, I was engaged na in leadership, in serving. I was engaged na, and I am trying to find an organization that suits my advocacy and can own me as an individual and as a citizen. So there I found Anluwagi.
Nice. Okay. It's very nice to hear that someone like you, Mia, who's only 17 years old, at that age you're already trying to get involved in the community. A lot of my guests here are making a difference like that, because I want to show the viewers that people like you, Mia, are actually making a difference. So I like your story. I like today's conversation, and I know a lot of your viewers also like the conversation, and they're supporting you right now. Maybe we could show a couple comments on screen before we go on break, because I see a lot of supporters kay Mia na nagko-comment ngayon. Sa tayo. Lori Jo Alvarez. Yan. Go Mia, we are so proud of you. Who else?
That's our chairperson, by the way, in founder.
Hello, hi Flory. Nice to meet you, and congrats on founding
Anluwagi people.
So most of them, I think, no, are ang dami. Shout out ka dyan, Mia. Kay Abigail Barrios Reyes. Ayan. Go Mia. Yan.
Some of them are my classmates and org mates din.
Ayan. Oh, okay. Tapos meron bagong nag-comment. I can't read this. Baka you can read this.
Palangga tagid ka is a longer term for mahal kita.
Oh!
Mahal kita.
Palangga. What? Palangga. Tagid ka?
Mm-mm.
Okay, that means oh, nice. I love it. Ilonggo, which by the way, watch out this year because V81 radio is actually expanding to Bacolod. So we're gonna have more mga Ilonggo dyan who would be interested to our shows of 81 Radio Bacolod. You have a lot of viewers today. You have a lot of supporters. So if you want a shout out from Mia, just comment down below and we'll have Mia give you a shout out here on the show. But before that, we are gonna go on break super quick. When we come back, we will talk about the projects of the Anluwagi project. So we are gonna be right back after these few announcements.
We'll be back shortly, making a difference. Only here on V81 Radio, Manila. Connected ka na ba para laging updated sa mga bagong shows, promos, trending news, viral videos, events, o patok na OPM hits? Just follow us on Facebook at V81 Radio Manila. Simple lang, itype lang ang letter V81 Radio Manila. O, di ba madali lang? Kaya i-like at i-follow na. Want to see who will bring home the win? Get ready for Napalm Music Awards. Now back to Making a Difference. Only here on V81 Radio, Manila.
All right, welcome back to Making a Difference. Again, this is a show created to really inspire and motivate the youth of today. My name is Erika Mison. My name is right down other side. Other side. There we go. My name is right there down below. If you want to follow me, by the way, on my socials, you can follow me on my Instagram. That's _ Erika Mison. Yes, I promoted my own Instagram there. And also, don't forget to follow Making a Difference on Instagram as well. And of course, on Facebook. So if you're just tuning in now, with me today is Mia Factolerin. She is the Education and Advocacy Committee member of the Anluwagi project. So what is the Anluwagi project? It is a humanitarian organization that promotes awareness on the different social issues that are arising in the different communities. So they also provide solutions to their communities, and of course, they also focus on protecting our human rights. So I actually like their name. It's called the Anluwagi Project. So Anluwagi is actually a deep Filipino term for carpenter, and they use that. Even in the logo, you could see that there is a hammer to really represent the organization. They named the organization the Anluwagi Project after Anluwagi, meaning carpenter, because they believe that the youth are the nation builders. All right, they are the future. We are the future. As cliche as it sounds, we are the future of this country, of the what's this of the world, actually. And I before we went on break, we were actually reading a few comments, and I want to read just a few more kasi ang daming supporters ni Mia, and baka can we show some of the comments so that I can read them down below, please. If you want a shout out from Mia, go ahead, comment them down below. Well, me or Mia. And if you have any questions regarding the Anluwagi project, what they do, what they stand for, or if you want to just send a message to them, especially to Mia, who is now my guest for today, please comment them down below, and we are going to read them later on in the show. So, can we read some of the comments before we start? I want to read some comments. Maybe we can. Ayan. Tabawan Bonggao is actually a frequent viewer of Making a Difference, Anluwagi Project. The young visionaries, mabuhay po kayo, mga young leaders and professionals. Ang pag-asa ng bayan. So I'm very sure all of you agree that we are the future of the country, of the world. You guys agree? Okay, next comment, please. Ang dami. Okay, by Flory Joy Alvarez. So Flory Joy Alvarez is the co-founder of the Anluwagi Project, and she is here with us today. She's tuned in, and she's watching Mia. A lot of her friends are actually watching Mia, and she commented, "This advertisement is brought to you by the Tea Project and Kaulayaw Pet Station." Is that right? I guess I pronounced it right. Oh, wow. Okay, so sponsored ba si Mia by the Tea Project and Kaulayaw Pet Station? Tama ba yun? Naks naman, gusto ko sponsored pala si Mia today. Okay, any more other comments? Okay. So I think we'll get Mia to answer this later, but this is a good question. Who and what influenced you with that ideology? Okay. All right. Okay. So I just got a message from Mia. The reason, okay, yeah. So I know there are a lot of viewers today who is expecting Mia. But I just received a message that nawalan sila ng electricity just now. So what we'll do is that we have a video. Actually, we played it a while ago, but I'd like to play it again because I think there are people who are just watching it now, and then we'll talk more about the Anluwagi project. So Tech, can we show again the video, please?
Hello everyone, I'm Flori Joy Baldissimo Alvarez, the founder and the chairman of the Anluwagi Project. The Anluwagi Project is a humanitarian incorporation of committed, passionate, optimistic professionals and young leaders which seeks to provide solutions to problems arising in communities. Here in Anluwagi, we train young people with the necessary knowledge, skills, and opportunities they needed to combat societal problems. The Anluwagi is a deep Filipino term for carpenters because we believe that we are all nation builders. The Anluwagi Project believes that like carpenters, we are capable of fixing the world through acts of giving and inspiring. The best thing about it is Anluwagi is now on its third year. We wanted to give you a glimpse about what happened throughout the year, and we wanted you to be one of us.
Here in the Anluwagi Project, we work together to combat societal problems in a nationalistic, mass-oriented, and research-based programs and projects. We have 4 sub-programs working together to fulfill the mission and the vision of the organization.
The Anluwagi Project Education is committed to empower and educate young people. We aim to build awareness on the different societal issues, and we conduct activities like the Bagong Bayani program to help train our fellow youth to become young leaders who have the voice and the courage to stand and fight against societal issues like violence, discrimination, and fake news.
The Anluwagi project community wants to provide solutions to the problem faced by the community, like lack of water resources, libraries, classrooms, and comfort rooms by building facilities which could help them. Building facilities for communities and training the beneficiaries in doing voluntary services by hand in hand would make these facilities and our vision into reality. With this, we would be able to influence and inspire the future generation to help and give positive influence towards their community.
In the Anluwagi project, we believe that the youth is the country's potential. The top youth inspires the Filipino youth to give out their fullest potential. The Anluwagi project will be their training ground in excelling in their field of interest like sports, arts, and academics. The top youth also initiate programs for the youth to become holistically and dynamically excellent in social, spiritual, mental, physical, and emotional aspect of life.
Under the sub-program Charity, we seek to provide charitable works for the Filipino youth and children. We also give quick response in case of calamity. But the main goal of this program is to reach different places in the Philippines to give school supplies, groceries, and donations, alongside with proper trainings and seminars that tackles about gender equality, self-awareness, and human rights.
We are the Anluwagi Project, and we want you to be one of us.
Okay, so that was the Anluwagi project. That is the organization that I am featuring for today's episode. And with me today is actually si Mia. But right now, we are just waiting for her to come back on. She's just unfortunately nagka-brown out sa kanila, but the electricity is back, so we're just waiting for her to come back on. So I know si Mia, Mia has a lot of viewers today, which is super great. Keep commenting your support, show your support, show your love to Mia. And while we're waiting for her to come back, I want to know my viewers' thoughts. Okay. So maybe you can share to me, just comment them down below. How can you simply make a difference in your everyday lives? I want to know your thoughts. I want to know your thoughts. What do you think you can do to make a difference in your everyday life? It can be super simple. I just want to know your thoughts. I want to know my viewers' thoughts, because I think this is the first time that I am actually interacting with my viewers. So I want to know your thoughts exactly on how you can make a difference, on how you can make a difference in your everyday life. So comment your answers and I will read them at the end of this episode. So I'm happy now because we have Mia back. She is already backstage, and for this segment she is going to talk about the projects of the Anluwagi project. So I'd like to call back Mia Factolerin. Again, she is the Education and Advocacy Committee member of the Anluwagi project. Hi, Mia. How are you?
I am really sorry for the inconvenience. Nag-brown out video sa amin, pero nakabalik naman.
No problem at all. I actually just showed them again the video. I think because we have new viewers, so at least they got a glimpse of the Anluwagi project. And you still have a lot of supporters, so you're gonna give a lot of shout outs later. They're expecting a lot of shout outs from you. Okay, so ayan. Let's continue our conversation. So before the break, I mentioned that we are going to talk about your projects naman for the Anluwagi project. So can we show again the presentation of Mia, please? So you mentioned you mentioned a while ago na you have 4 sub-programs, right? So parang for your projects, parang you have different projects per program?
No. Actually,
Okay.
parang doon lang kami nagpo-focus actually because we believe na these programs are interconnected with each other. Their struggles are interconnected din. Parang
No.
doon ang base.
Okay, so you just base it lang on the four sub-programs. Okay. Yeah, because I got curious and while I was listening to your to what you were saying a while ago. So, okay. Maybe we can move to the
Yes,
slides of the projects and yeah, because I wanna know what I think you are the first youth organization, first youth humanitarian that focuses on humanitarian here on yeah. So ayun, that's why I'm also curious on what you do. Kasi most of the youth organizations now, a lot of them focus on health, on environment. What else do I see? Yung mga social justice, actually, I wanna tap on that, on those youth organizations because they're actually not there about. So,
Okay,
ayan.
there.
Okay,
Thank
let's
you.
continue. Let's continue.
Okay. So ayun nga, I have mentioned that the Anluwagi project has 4 sub-programs. And these sub-programs are, even though iba-iba sila, but their struggles are interconnected. So parang dito lang nag-base yung the Anluwagi project ng kanilang mga projects and activities. So here I will present you the past projects and activities of the Anluwagi project.
All right.
Next, please. So the Anluwagi project also conducts donation drives and fundraising activities. So as you can see, that was held siguro sa Sapian last 2017. Hindi pa ako a member noon, but I just know because of Ate Tori na. They raised funds. Nagbenta sila ng mga keychains, ng mga stops para sa isang beneficiary. So, next slide, please. Ayun. We also do donation drives. This is hashtag Bangon Copies because we were affected by the Typhoon Ursula. So, we collected donations from different organizations or private sectors. And there, as you can see, our founder, Ate Tori, with the goods that we had produced. And there, in the right, is our governor. Nakipag-coordinate kami sa kanya to make this humanitarian act more meaningful. Next. Okay, so in the light of recent events that is happening as of now, na nasa gitna pa tayo ng pandemic, we cannot go out, di ba? But the struggles of the marginalized sector ay nagpapatuloy. But so in our conscience, we cannot, just sit there and watch TV in your comfort homes. So the Anluwagi project also collaborates sa mga other youth organizations. So this is Daluyong Kanayunan. This is a virtual benefit concert of the Nara youth in celebration of the Peasant Month. So we have collected 12,399 pesos, which we gave to all the farmers in kasi nga Peasant Month ginanap yung virtual concert na yan. So Anluwagi project was one of the partner organizations of this event. Next is ayun. Kaya nga, still in pandemic, more on virtual activities tayo. Here is isang tinig, isang tindig. We were also partner organization for this cause. And next, we hear, para ito talaga yung pinaka namin, kasi this is a donation drive for all the victims of Typhoon Ronnie induces, in which we collected 200,000 pesos. So we were really thankful kasi may mga partner organizations din kami na nakasama. So later on, I will show pictures Siguro next slide, please. Ayan. Yan. We gave mga donations sa victims ng Ulysses and Rory. Next slide. Okay. Yan yung sinabi ko kanina na I am a product of this leadership training. This was held, siguro grade 10 ako. Grade 10 last year. This is the Bagong Bayani project. This is a leadership training seminar by the Anluwagi project. This was held at Capiz Division office, and the students there are all Supreme Student Government Presidents of Capiz Division. So the Anluwagi project decided to train the SSG presidents of Capiz Division to be more empowered, kasi yung focus ng leadership training na ito is more on a nationalistic approach. We tackled about bayani, bayanihan. So the uniqueness of this leadership training is yung topics is more on sa bayan talaga. If ano yung magagawa ng kabataan, if ano at ano yung mga societal issues that arises in the community, and what is the role of the youth of today to help combat that societal issue. Ayun, next slide. Ayun, the Anluwagi project also attends international conference. We participated at Global Network of Women's Shelters, and we also participated at the Asian Girls Power Camp. Next slide. Ayan pa yung ibang seminars or webinars na inatendan ng mga Anluwagi people. Kasi nagpapadala kami ng members sa webinar na yan to be more equipped with the knowledge that we have na naka-inline din sa aming advocacy. Next. Ayan. Sayang kasi international yung mga webinars na yan. If walang pandemic, nasa nasa Thailand, nasa Singapore.
Wow.
Yeah. Sayang nga. So, is muna kasi pandemic. So, next. Ayun. We also give financial assistance to those students who are struggling as of now. Kasi yung online class, as we all know, very draining talaga. So, the Anluwagi project collaborated with Kinaadmaan Financial Assistance. So, we gave financial assistance to those students who are deserving na mapabigyan. And that helped them in their finances then and their families. Next slide. Okay. Miss Erika, this is one of the most, siguro for me, hindi malilimutan na activity that we had in the Anluwagi project. Because kaya nga grabe yung damage ng Ulysses PH sa Luzon. Were you affected of this typhoon?
Yeah.
So, may mga posts kasi sa Facebook and Twitter ng mga families or persons that needs help. So, kaya nakahilata lang tayo or nakababad sa online. Why we don't, gather all of the posts and help them? So, yung ginawa namin, we conducted an online monitoring team. First, ayun nga, we gathered the post, diba? Attention, please rescue this guy, nasa 7, ganun. Kasi may mga mobile numbers naman yung mga Facebook posts. So yung ginawa namin, nag-gather kami ng mga Facebook posts at tweets, and then tinatawagan namin yung mga victims. First is tinatawagan namin yung victims to assess if nasa okay ba yung kondisyon nila now, ano yung kailangan nila, nasaan sila ngayon. Next is we call the rescuers of that particular lugar para masabi na ito may babae na buntis sa block 97, ganyan, that needs help, she needs medical attention, ganyan. So, ito, grabe talaga kasi 3 days kami siguro nagpuyat, even though may online class. Kasi, and we also gathered 500 youth volunteers to be as scholars. Diba? Sa load mo, you can save a life. And after this online monitoring team, bilang pasasalamat sa aming 500 plus volunteers, we had a stress debriefing sa kanila para sila naman yung i-assess namin sa kanilang kondisyon at bilang pasasalamat din. So next slide. Okay. The latest project or activity that we had is this EdOc Fest. So it's partnered with sama sa CSSD kasi yung si Ate Flory is the chairperson din ng organization na yan sa PUP. So we conducted this educational discussion para yung mga kabataan may bago silang perspektibo sa pagsalubong ng bagong taon kasi hindi na tayo bumabata. We have to know, we have to be aware about social issues that is happening as of now. And ayun nga, the objective of this EdOc Fest kasi lahat ng kabataan ay online ngayon. So, what if gumawa tayo ng productive na education discussion para may learnings naman sila kahit online. And ayun nga, we believe that education must be free. May mga financial assistance tayo na binigay or load sa mga participants na gusto talaga mag EdOc Fest, kaya nga walang load, kaya nagbibigay din tayo ng assistance sa kanila kasi nga education must be free. Okay, next. So, bawat day, 26 to 7, 8 to 9, 30, okay. December 26 to 30, whole week yan na discussion. Iba-iba yung speakers bawat araw. First is we had Philippine social realities. This was an eye-opener sa mga kabataan. And this discussion discussed the how the heroes died for our country and paano natin pinapalagan yung freedom na yan. Second is yung peace and situationer. This answers the question, yung Pilipinas mayaman nga sa agrikultura, pero bakit yung mga magsasaka is sila pa yung naghihirap? So that answers that question in that discussion. Next is we had basic course of women. Our speaker there is from Gabriela Youth para mas informative yung discussion. Kumuha kami ng mga speakers from every other organization para mas informative yung discussion. Next. Ayun nga, we also have student power, youth on the march, and national minority situationer.
Wow, good topics.
Ayun nga. And these topics can medyo deep yung iba, pero kaya naman.
Kaya naman.
Especially sa student power. So student power answers the question, ano ba yung magagawa ng kabataan ngayon sa the light of recent events that is happening right now. Ayun nga. So more on the role of the youth and societal issues EdOc Fest.
Yeah. And very curious naman yung mga youth eh. So, maganda yung mga topics niya. Okay.
Okay. Ayun lang. Ayun lang yung aming past activities. So the Anluwagi project looks forward to tap the whole Philippines. So we are looking forward and we are still planning pa and nagkakaroon pa ng meeting na magkaroon ng chapters ang bawat province. Ayun, magkakaroon ng Anluwagi Capiz chapter, Iloilo chapter, Manila chapter. So we are looking forward to that as of now. And as of now, ayun, focus muna kami sa aming academics kasi yun nga, iba finals, iba midterms. So ayun. And kasi if we will pursue that growing family as of now, baka mahihirapan kami. Kasi we have to train muna the chairperson of that chapter, di ba? Para mas maging equipped siya. Oo, at hindi mahirap yung pag-train din sa mga youth na gustong sumali sa Anluwagi project. Ayun.
Nice. All right. So, ang ganda ng mga projects niyo. Congrats on the success of your different projects, especially EducFest. I like the topics on during the EducFest. Are you planning to do that yearly? I'm giving a suggestion kasi nandiyan din si founder.
I don't know. Hindi ba namin pag-usapan. But siguro kung matapos ang pandemic, we will do it face-to-face. Sana.
Oh, yeah.
We'll do it face-to-face.
Oo, mas maganda. Mas
Oo.
magandang experience.
Yes.
Attending events like that. And then you get to meet also different people. You get to hear
by your heritage, culture, and iba talaga yung face-to-face na conversation.
Correct. Agree. I agree there. Okay. So, bago tayo mag-break, ang dami mo talagang supporters. Kailangan natin magbasa ng comments, Mia. May mga comments dito. No, actually, there was a question. And then we'll tackle the question later, after the break. So all your questions will be tackled after the break. And Mia, kasi before you entered, I'm not sure if narinig mo, but I'm asking my viewers how they can make a difference in their everyday life. So I'm telling you. So continue to comment down below. I want to hear your thoughts. There are already a few that commented. Later, we are also going to ask Mia for her thoughts on that. Pero shout out muna daw. May nagpapa-shout out sa'yo. John Manuel Besadolfo. Shout out mo.
Oh, hi! Hi, Manoy. Hello.
Ayan.
Hi!
Yeah. And then si Chichay watching here in Makati.
Hello. Thank you so much for watching.
Yan. All right. There we go. Chichay. All right. So, we're going to go on break, but don't worry, when we come back, Mia will still be here and we're going to get more, we're going to be more personal. We're going to get more personal with Mia. So, we are going to see you after a few minutes. We'll be right back.
We'll be back shortly, making a difference. Only here on V81 Radio, Manila. Pagpatak ng 7, dapat lahat nakatutok sa amin. Catch these programs at 7 p.m. Pacific Time. Talk Shop Asia Global, USA Edition with Rolly Pagaspas and Rosario Cajucom Bradbury. Home Not Alone, Sounds from Home with Papa Gio and Freedom in Christ with Felson. It's all about entrepreneurship, entertainment, and enlightenment. Back-to-back programs at 7. LA at 7. LA at 7. Exclusively on V81 Radio, Los Angeles. Kabayan, nahuhomesick ka ba? I-download na ang aming mobile app at mag-enjoy sa mga kantang tatak Pinoy and feel like you're home. The V81 Radio mobile app, available in the App Store and Google Play Store. V81 Radio mobile app, free now, free forever. Now back to Making a Difference, only here on V81 Radio, Manila.
Welcome back to Making a Difference. We are already on our last segment of the show. By the way, my name is Erika Mison. You could see my name down there. If you want to follow me on my socials, you can follow me on my Instagram. That's _ Erika Mison. And of course, don't forget to follow Making a Difference on Facebook and Instagram as well. So today we got to interview Mia. She is a committee member, actually the education and advocacy committee member of the Anluwagi Project. So the Anluwagi Project is a humanitarian organization that promotes awareness on the different social issues, and of course they focus on protecting our human rights. So before the break I had Mia present actually some of the projects that was done by the Anluwagi project. And then now for the last segment of the show, for those of you who are my frequent viewers, you know that I'd like to get a bit more personal towards the last part of the show. And by the way, I asked my viewers a very good question because I want to know your thoughts on this. How can you, as part of the youth sector, make a difference in your everyday life? It can be a short answer, it can be a long answer, it can be any. I just want to know your thoughts. There are people commenting already down below, so feel free to comment them and I will read them at the end of the show. So I'd like to call back Mia Factolerin. Again, she's part of the Anluwagi project. Hi, Mia.
Hi again.
All right. So, yun nga, usually towards the end of the show, I like to ask questions to see how my guests think. I'd like to know their perspective on this very simple questions. They're like based on the topic naman today, and then we'll also answer a couple questions from your viewers. But I just want to know us, well, as part of the youth sector, it's very important also to stay up to date with the different social issues on hand. That's what you promote, right? The Anluwagi project. So, what would you advise to the viewers, or um, how can we, stay up to date with the different social issues that's happening today?
Okay. I know this is very cliche, no?
Mhm.
Kung namulat ka na sa katotohanan, kasalanan ng pumikit. So in the light of recent events that's happening right now in the Philippines, where social injustices are very rampant.
Mm,
Minsan nga, we will wake up in the morning, again, may pinatay na naman, may
mm,
pinatay na farmers. We
mm,
should use our voice. Kasi lahat tayo may boses, we have the platform, we have the power. And how we could use that power by empowering other people, especially our fellow youth. So,
mm,
by power, I mean the learning, the skills that we attain in our home, in our experiences in the society, or even in school. Because imagine a Philippines with more empowered youths,
mhm,
napakaganda. So, ayun nga, all of us has the potential, the power. So, sana gamitin natin yung power na yan to empower other people. And that, siguro, by that, the Philippines will be better again.
Okay. So follow-up question naman to that. Yan. Let's say we're really all, no, a lot of us are aware naman on what's happening today. No? What can we do? O ikaw, what do you think we can do to lend a hand to help out in the different communities? Ikaw, what do you think we can do? Kahit
Wait, sorry,
simple.
naglag. Can
Ah,
you
okay. Okay.
sorry,
Okay na. Is the connection better? Okay, great. It's actually just a follow-up question lang to my first question. So now that we're aware of what's going on now, what do you think we can do to help out as part of the
okay.
youth sector? Mm.
Okay. You know that mental health really matters, especially sa mga nangyayari ngayon. We can lend to our fellow youth by assessing their mental health. Sa simpleng kamusta ka, or how was your day? Ayan.
That's nice. Actually, yeah. I noticed last year a lot of organizations, a lot. I would see a lot of seminars on mental health. I actually
Ayun nga, ayun nga.
oo, it's
Um,
really important.
uh, we have a lot of mental health awareness, no? Kahit siguro every month may mga mental health awareness tayo or seminars um, na ginaganap. But the learnings we had, parang hindi natin ina-assess o hindi natin sinasabuhay. So that's very wrong, di ba? So,
Mm-mm.
ayun nga, we have to be sensitive sa bawat mental health ng ating youth because we don't know kung ano yung pinagdaanan nila as of now. And that's very important
Yeah.
as of now.
Right, right. Okay, so I would say this is the question of the day because a while ago I asked my viewers how can they personally make a difference in their everyday life. So, by the way, to those who are watching, you can still answer that question because I will be reading your comments at the end of the show. So, now I want to ask that question to Mia. What in your everyday life, how can you personally make a difference?
Okay, okay. I could personally make a difference by being productive, no? And lagi ko kasing iniisip that I am the hope of the future. So kailangan kong I have to invest my time na hindi naman pina-pressure, no? I have to invest my time on things because the actions that I will make now will affect talaga my future. Ayun.
Hello sa brother mo. It's okay, it's okay. I know he was like that also when we first met. It's cute. Alright. Okay. Thank you for sharing your thoughts, Mia. Now, before I let you go, this is your time to shine, no? But you've been shining throughout the whole episode. This is your time. Feel free to promote the Anluwagi project. But I forgot to ask this. I always ask my guests this question, especially mga organizations. Are you looking for volunteers or are you open to accepting new volunteers?
Okay. Ayun nga, sa sinabi ko kanina, we are looking forward to have chapters in
Mhm.
the Philippines, but we are still planning kung paano siya gagawin para mas maging effective yung chapters na gagawin namin. And the members, we should assess muna the members of and volunteers.
Okay. So, where can we contact the Anluwagi project? Do you guys have Facebook,
The
Instagram?
Aducal project has a Facebook page. Okay, by the name itself, the Anluwagi project. Here we post our announcements and our mga future plans. So stay tuned.
Nice. Okay. And of course, again, ang dami mong supporters today. So, baka you'd want to give them a shout out. Now's the time.
Okay. Shout out ko lang yung kapatid ko, no? Okay, I would like to give a shout out to my Daan Wagi Project family for being so supportive in this event. They're really supportive from the PowerPoint, from the words of motivation, and also to my friends, Aliyah, Mariaela, Rosafer, who are watching right now. Thank you so much. For my family, for my schoolmates, classmates, my section, yung sa lab and humility, thank you so much for watching. To my advisor and teachers, thank you so much. This is really a great opportunity. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mia, for making it today on Making a Difference and talking about the Anluwagi project. Again, another insightful and very informative episode. So again, thank you, Mia, so much for being on the show. I hope you enjoyed
And
today's.
really, thank you so much for inviting the Aluwagi project. It is an honor to represent the org.
Ayan, thank you so much, Mia, and I hope to talk to you again soon, and hopefully see you if if
Can I give my last words?
yeah, sure, go ahead.
Wag po sana natin kalimutan yung 15 billion utang ng PhilHealth. Yun lang. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Mia. Thank you. I'll see you soon.
Thank
Bye.
you. Thank you.
All right, and that was Mia Factolerin. Again, the um, Education and Advocacy Committee member of the Anluwagi project. I hope all of you enjoyed today's episode as much as I did. And a while ago, I asked the question of the day. I like that. I'm actually gonna make it a trend now on making a difference. So the question of the day is, how can you personally make a difference in your everyday life? So I'm seeing actually a lot of the comments, and I want to read them actually. So we have from Flory Joy Alvarez. She is actually the founder of the Anluwagi project. And thank you so much, Flory, for having Mia on the show. And I wish you all well, especially the Anluwagi Project. Great organization. I love it. So, according to Flory, this is how she makes a difference. So, we always thought that in making a difference, it must be big, but no, it wasn't easy to make a difference, especially that we are in the midst of the pandemic. But with the little things we do, we can create positive impacts by just bringing smiles, making your parents happy, or having a genuine heart for service is a big difference. Mental health has been a challenge these days, and making someone smile can save a life. PS, just wanted to say to Mia how proud I am to her and to all the Anluwagi project members. All right, thank you so much for that, Floy. I really like this one, and it shows that you are really trying hard to make a difference in your home. Okay, next there we have Christian Clemente. Making a difference, lalo ngayon pandemic. Follow the rules like wearing face mask and face shield and social distancing to help not spread the virus, and always remind others to follow. You can have bonding with your family or post something positive sa social media para mapasaya mga netizens and bring good vibes. So it's all about the good vibes. It's all about the positivity nowadays. We're still going through that pandemic. So tama si Christian, we have to still follow the rules, and but stay positive. We have Tabawan Bongao making a different suggestion. Use social media wisely. This is very important. I know I had an episode, I think back in season one, where I invited an organization to talk about how to properly use social media. So if you want to watch that episode, you can watch it here on Facebook and also on V81 Radio's um, YouTube channel. Okay. We have also Maria Ella F. Danila. Wake up early, have a good shower. It helps you to be productive. This is very, very true. I've been doing that lately, and it helps me be more awake, more productive. I think I'm becoming a morning person, but I like this, Maria. Tabawan Bonggao again, family bonding, regular prayer time. So this one, I think this has no, not I think, but I believe that this has been happening, especially during the pandemic, since we're all together in one home. You're with your family and you're bonding with one another. So I love those answers. I really appreciate it. And starting today, we are gonna have the question. We are gonna have different questions of the day. I like it. So next week, watch out for the question of the day so that we can feature your comment live here on the show. Now, before I go, again, we have a lot more shows on V81 Radio Manila. Now Manila, it used to be North and South, but now it's V81 Radio Manila. We have a lot of shows that you would probably enjoy. You have young anchors, and then you also have shows on business, on entrepreneurship. You have, of course, entertainment and lifestyle. So feel free to follow V81 Radio on Facebook, and all the other shows, you can also find them on our YouTube channel. You can also check out our website to see the list of our shows. We have in Los Angeles and here in Manila. And I know I announced this, but I'm just so excited to announce this again. We are going to be opening in Hong Kong and in Bacolod. So watch out for that this year. And what else? All right, so that's it for me today on Making a Difference. Thank you all so much for this very insightful episode, and there was a lot of engagement with the viewers. Thank you for also supporting Mia. It was actually her first time to be interviewed, and she did a great job, really. So again, I'd like to remind everyone, we are still going through this pandemic. What Christian said, you gotta wear your face mask, your face shields, practice social distancing, practice proper hygiene, and just stay safe, everyone. I will see you all next week, same time, same place.
The program for the millennials that will showcase young professionals' worth, aspirations, and successes in doing what they believe is right, progressive, and inclusive. Making a difference. Making a difference. Join them as they discover the path to self and societal fulfillment while making a difference. Hosted by empowered and cool millennial Erika Mison. Together with her cool millennials, they will be making a difference. Every Saturday, 3 p.m. Philippine time. Only here on V81 Radio, Manila. Tunog Pinoy, Tatak Pinoy, your all hits, all Pinoy digital radio station in South Manila. This is V81 Radio.
Ito ang paborito ng bawat Pilipino. Basta all hits, all Pinoy, panalo. Merong kwentong iyakan at tawanan.